So, I decided to make a video earlier about me summoning. So, I'm just gonna do a unit review. Mind you, I already completed, should I say I already evolved her. And maxed her out. I'm only gonna do this video just because I want to show you guys how... I wouldn't say she's useful right now, mind you. But she will be useful in the future. To be honest, she only has a proper use when it comes down to breaking an enemy. By breaking an enemy, I mean she increases her damage when an enemy has lost all their... You guys understand, all their break. That is the only time when she's really decent and useful. I wouldn't advise getting Est in general, or beyond that. Or why? Just because of the fact that she has not much of a use other than in defeating bosses, and she doesn't provide much of a use other than that. What makes her really good, what even made her really good, was the fact that her ability worked well when if it just increased her allies' art and skill damage, just in general, just like Ragna does it for fire, and Mako does it for all types. But no, she increases damage on your unit's break, and it only affects water units. I can't see use in there. Reason why I have her is because I got unlucky and didn't get number 2. I would have loved number 2. Number 2, it brings more to the table than S does. So, like I said, if you guys want a unit out there, I suggest you go for not S, but number 2, which would have been better. I'm just here trying to showcase S as a unit, rather than just showcase her in general. Mind you, she's getting her butt kicked by enemies. Well, because I didn't expect there to be Earth types, so... But not the point. Either way, Est in general isn't so good as it were to be assumed. Mind you, I still wouldn't advise doing a solo battle with her like this, because this is her natural enemy. As you can see, she's getting her butt kicked. And this is just time consuming, and I really need time on my hand. Well, I'll fix it later, but anyways, I'm just trying to showcase Est as a unit in general. The whole point of me trying to make this video is so that you guys know that Est isn't such a powerful unit. All in all, she's not even worth summoning, honestly. To the fact that it's because our gauge is only good for adding a buff to increase damage for break. And we already have a unit that does this. I believe you guys already know him. Most of you have him. I cannot pronounce his name. I will be showing him right now. Mind you, he gives off the same percentage as Est, which in general makes no sense. And along with the fact that his damage is actually even higher than hers. Est actually has one thing that would be handy for most units to have. That is this right here. Increase damage towards giant boss by 30%. So giant bosses receive more damage from Est than normal bosses would. That's okay. But the problem is that Est does not bring much to the table other than the fact that she's decent against giant bosses. And the fact that she can have a giant boss's break at the beginning of battle. Which, it's pretty handy, but when it comes down to normal content, you have hardly any use. And that's pretty much why I'm finding this really difficult to understand. Mind you, I'm actually gonna do a run with her right here now. Oh look, and they just started. Look at this. I love the fact that they actually put that up there. I will be using Est in my battle against him, so just hold on, give me a minute so I can set this team up. Alright. Mind you, this will be my first time ever using Est in multiplayer, or sorry, correction, in this battle. But this is where she becomes the most handiest of units. Mind you, I will be swapping her out with, swapping her in for this guy right here. Oops, my bad, apologies. Like I said, my phone is on the fritz when it comes down to tapping and selecting and moving around. So, big woohoo to that commentary. Alright. Let's give this a whirl. I'm gonna include a food that might help me out here. Mind you, I do not have Est fully upgraded, so she will be not doing much damage versus my other units. As you can see, how much damage and their stats are almost maxed out. I do not know if I should be planning to upgrade her or not. But as I said before, Est does not bring much to the table other than the fact that she has a lot of damage on her hand. Her art, oh by the way, her art skill takes a lot longer than most units to prepare. And so the fact that she actually has a lot more, she provides so little damage to, she provides a lot of damage, other than the fact that she does a lot of damage, she's not all that around good. And as the reason I say that is because she's only good against big bosses. Now, her gear for this event, for her event, is all surrounding around big boss damage, which I gotta admit is pretty good, pretty nifty. And I would advise getting something like that. But all around, the gear doesn't last too long. Now let's see if her skill kicks in. Okay, there it is. It did kick in, and we reduced the boss's oh, my bad. I apologize. I was, wait, what am I doing? Okay, so give me a moment. I'm actually trying to weaken him so that I can just, damn, that was my bad. So let's just do this. There we go. I am spamming everything by mistake, but you know what? I really need to get my healer. Not my healer, but man, still. Yeah, I deleted it. Okay. I cannot believe that was perfect timing for that freeze to kick in. Why am I holding back my arcades? Just to see how much damage they can actually opt in when activate all of them at once. Alright. Not much of a big difference between just regular casting and versus when I actually use my SAR, so I still do not deem her usable in combat against big bosses. So even if she just increases her damage against big bosses, she still does not bring much to the table. So there you guys have it. As I said, she doesn't bring much to the table. Not worth the summoning, and I wouldn't even bother summoning for her. So there you have it. Wish you guys good luck on trying to get number 0, for she's probably the only one in this batch that I would recommend trying to get. Personally, I feel salty because I did not get her. But that doesn't mean you guys might not have better luck than I do in obtaining any of these units. So good luck there to you guys. Have fun and enjoy the game.